This comes off.
Oh, that's good.
Now that's macro. Greetings, Internet. Krazy Ken is back. Yes, and today we're going to be taking a look at this sucker, the Revolver RV3. This is a 4-in-1 lens kit for the iPhone 7. This is Krazy Ken. This is a very off-the-cuff type of show. For those who want a more formal review, trust me, there will be one coming, and it will be very special because I'll be taking this for a spin in Pittsburgh. We'll be making Computer Clan history with some upcoming productions, so please stick around. You'll be seeing this and a lot more. Again, Computer Clan history. Very special. But for today, we'll just be taking it out of its box unit and taking it for a little spin once it's all set up. I'm cool with settling for that. So it's by Ztylus. They won a CES Innovation Award, but they did not win an award for pronunciation. Ztylus, I think, is how you pronounce this company. Goofy name aside, yes, it is kind of a phonetic disaster, but goofy name aside, the product looks really good, especially for those who want to step up their photography game on their iPhone, because again, the best camera is the one you have with you. And I shoot with a pretty good rig, but it's not always with me, so I wish I had something to kind of boost the optical quality of my iPhone photos. And that's what I'm hoping this will do. Right, so we got a handy-dandy little chart in here that tells us the differences with the different angles and fields of view here. And you know, the product looks like it's pretty well made. It's got a mixture of alloy and polycarbonate in there, specifically aluminium. And you know, these are both words that I can pronounce way better than Ztylus. I think the company would be easier to pronounce if it was like Z-Tylus, because then it would be Ztylus, which sounds very German. Ztylus! It's actually better. Anyway, names aside, this looks promising, so let's take it out. Oh, precision ground multi-layer coated Zutix. There's a hyphenated Z right there. There's a lot of Z's in this product. Somebody liked the letter Z. Maybe he sucked at Scrabble. Well, it's good to know that it passed its own test. That's good. All right, let's pop the box's cherry here. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's actually way easier from the bottom. Well, I gotta say, this packaging is actually pretty beautiful. It's just minimalistic. Ztylus. Porthole. White. Sterile. Just like me. And, there's nothing on the back, just... Oh, I dropped it. Well, minimalism. I like it. Feels like we got a nice little magnet there. Ooh. Let's get an instant replay. Oh, yeah. One more time.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, we're gonna open it up. And here we are. This is the Revolver. Not the candlestick. This is actually one of the nicer looking, like, camera case accessories that I've seen. You know, it's not... It actually looks... The whole Revolver actually looks like one of those, like, pancake lenses, you know? It, like, actually looks kind of camera-y. Don't know if that made any sense, but it made sense to me, and that's all that matters. All right, so we got that. And it looks like we have... Oh, what might this... Oh! Little, hang on. Check that out! Little bonus accessory. I'm guessing you can, like, put this on there and it, like, acts as a kickstand. All right, fair enough. We'll see how that works. Little, doily for tea time. Just kidding, it's probably a lens cleaner. All right, so again, awesome packaging, very minimalistic, and magnetic latch. You will win me over with a magnetic latch on anything. So now, we're gonna get down to some serious business. Oh no! I think I said that right when the screen died. My battery died. Cut. This battery sucks! Pretty easy assembly. This top part of the housing just pops off. You slide your phone in, and it pops right back on. Pretty simple. So now the fun part. This thing. It actually turns really smoothly. Now, if you don't know me, you may not know this, but I love things that turn smoothly. That's why I like declicked aperture rings in cinematic lenses. Most of you will not understand what that is. You can Google it. Anyway, it turns really nicely. Now, here's something I know everyone can relate to. Listen to this. Is there anything more satisfying than a nice mechanical click? Let's listen again. Come on, yeah. Everyone likes a good satisfying mechanical click. Anyway, very nice design, it's smooth, and the click is nice. We have 3 modes on here. This is our fisheye lens, our wide angle and macro, and our circular polarizer. You just take your finger, flip it up like that. Super simple. Want to change? Flip it back in, turn it around, flip the new one out. Piece of cake. So now the fun part. Let's see what photos look like in comparison, and let's take it for a spin. Yes, I just made that pun. Deal with it. Okay, so I now have the lens kit on the phone here. This is actually what you're seeing. This is me using the lens kit right now. Freddy Fazbear Arcade Token. All right, so let's see how close we can get here. And yeah, we can get kind of close. You can see it says, "Are you ready for Freddy?" there. And if I get any closer, we really do go soft, and we can't really get closer to the subject. So now, let's flip on the macro mode. It's like an eye exam. Better 1, better 2. Look at that. Holy cow. That is a difference there. All right, hang on. We interrupt this broadcast for a special news bulletin. I have never felt more like an idiot in my entire life. I was just going along with this off the cuff thinking, okay, this is fine. But then I was like, why would a wide angle lens double as a macro? That makes no sense. The results I showed looked pretty good though, so I went with it. But then I was like, wait a minute. The features said you can magnify by 10 times, and we were definitely not getting 10 times magnification. Here's why. This comes off. It's a magnet, which is really cool. But, like, I totally missed that. This is the wide. That's the macro. It's behind the wide. Oh my gosh. Read instructions. Just do it. It'll make your life so much easier. Lesson learned. Okay, so let's redo the macro demo. So, as you can see, I am getting close to this Fazbear Pizza Arcade token. And that's about as close as we can get, and then Are You Ready for Freddy starts getting soft there. So now, the fun part. Let's flip on macro. Okay, now that's macro. Whoa, shit, this is being done on an iPhone, guys. That's pretty baller right there. Nice shallow depth of field. Nice sharp foreground focus right there. I am so ready for Freddy now. Oh, you betcha. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, so now let's say I'm trying to get the whole gang in the photo here. Well, it's looking a little claustrophobic here. So now it's like, all right, let's just flip on our fisheye, and now we have a lot wider field of view here. Okay, so here's another little test. Ignore the poor front lighting, but you'll get the idea. So anyway, here we have an apple. Very suiting, I think. And we have our nice sunny day outside. Well, as you can see, we're getting some overexposure in this vicinity. So now I'm going to flip on the circular polarizer mode. Here we go. And keep your eye on the curtains. So notice how our subject's color and exposure hasn't changed that dramatically, but the background has changed dramatically. We now have color there. We don't have overexposure. We can actually see what's going on out there. So let's turn that off. And as you can see, it's really blown out now. Turn it back on. The apple remains fairly untouched, but the background looks a lot more cleaned up. Now, I will say this is good, for me especially, because one of the main reasons I die a little inside when I take a picture with my iPhone is that the exposure isn't balanced that well. And, you know, I've captured a lot of great memories with the iPhone because it's always with me, but a lot of those memories are not balanced in terms of exposure. This circular polarizer, though, should help fix a lot of that. And really, it's probably going to make me feel better about shooting with my iPhone again. Now, there's one more cool feature I wanted to point out before we dig into some other stuff. And that's that the circular polarizer filter does have variable control. It's not fixed. So let's throw it on the lens. There we go. And you can actually rotate it. I don't know if this is where the word circular comes from, but you can actually spin it. See that? That's actually really freaking cool. Look at that. So as you can see, I got like a little specular diffusing off the apple skin there, but I can actually remove that just by adjusting the polarizer filter. So yeah, pretty swanky. And, you know, again, I'm not really trying to be super artistic with this. I'm just trying to make my memories captured in time look a little better. For me, if I want to really be artistic, I will use a real DSLR with real glass. If this is all you have for this price, and especially if you're just on the go and it fits in your pocket, this is pretty good. This, in my book, is a winner for what it does. So now, just a couple other warnings. When I put the case on, the buttons on the other side, one of them got stuck. One of the volume buttons got stuck. So when I was out doing test photos, a lot of burst modes and accidental photos just went off. I can't actually press the button. It seems to be stuck down, so just be careful when assembling it. Let's just have a quick look at removing the revolver unit, whatever you want to call it. There's a little retention button here. Press it in, twist, pull it right off. So that's our disc, our nice little disc here. Put that to the side. So we can insert this little accessory, give it a twist, and now we have a kickstand. So, flip it out, and there we go. Sorry, technical difficulty. Flip it up, retention switch, rotate, pop it off. Well, I'm apparently incompetent. I can't reassemble it right now, but, you know, I probably should remove the film. It probably looks better without the film. Most people probably didn't even notice, but yeah. That's very satisfying too, removing the film off of a new product. And bon appetit! I have it reassembled! It looks like someone on the assembly line got their greasy mitts on my product. There is like an inked in fingerprint there, or whatever that is, lubricant or whatever. That's great. My iPhone case is a crime scene. Shit. So I finally got the phone out. I didn't need to unscrew the bottom. For some reason, there are screws there. I'm not quite sure why, but I didn't need to unscrew those. However, as you could probably see here, there was a lot of friction in the case. It took a lot to yank it out. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Going in was easy. Taking it out, though, was a bitch. Okay, so far, there's two negative things that I'm noticing with this product. It's that, one, the phone is really hard to remove from the case. That's not a huge deal because I won't be removing it from the case that often. However, this is a big deal. These buttons are not working. Well, one of them kind of does. So we got this one, which I hardly have to press, and you'll notice it's triggering software features. That means the plastic is jamming into the button, and I've reinstalled the phone 3 times. So I don't know if that's, again, a defect with the design or a defect just with this particularly manufactured case. Going down, you can hear the click, and it works. Going up, look, see, you didn't hear a click because it's jammed in there, and you saw the volume meter just went right to the top because it gets stuck down. So yeah, that will be an issue. Because again, when I was outside, there were a lot of burst photos and accidental photos taken just because of that button being stuck. So I'm going to have to fiddle with that a bit. However, if I can just get by that little issue, the rest of it is pretty dang good. Okay, so I tried finagling with the buttons again, and they just will not work. So I'm going to contact Ztylus and see if they can get me a replacement model. Hopefully it was just a defect with this particular unit, which passed their quality assurance test, but it didn't pass my quality assurance test. And I think we all know who owns the place here. It's not me, it's my landlord. Anyway, I'll know a lot more when I do my formal review because I'll be using this on location for a week straight in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's right. And that's going to be a very special video because it's actually a very special time for the Computer Clan. We're going to be making Computer Clan history, and something is going to happen that has never happened before in the history of this YouTube channel. I wish I could tell you what is going to happen, but I signed an NDA and my lawyer is a strict son of a bitch. So anyway, stick around because I'd love to share what happens with you. But in the meantime, you can actually get one of these for yourself. In fact, if you buy a Ztylus product with the link we have in the description, you'll actually get a discount and you'll be supporting the Computer Clan. And there is a money-back guarantee, so there really is no risk. So, if your button gets stuck, I'm sure they'll replace it. So again, you'll support us, you'll save money. It's just a win-win all around. You got nothing to lose. So let me know what you think, guys. Stick around, because we're going to be making some history together soon, and I'll see you in the not-too-distant future.